Could Nick Saban return to the college coaching ranks? Well, at SEC Media Days, Greg McElroy starts off the thing with a bang, saying that a person in the know, whatever that means, believes Nick Saban will return to coaching. I don't think this is very likely. There's not much other buzz. This is probably just a quote taken out of context, but it's a fun thought exercise. If Saban were to come out of retirement, where would he coach? I've listed what I think some of the realistic possibilities would be. Alabama's at the top of that list. What if Kalen DeBoer goes like 8-4 again this year? If Saban were to say, hey, I'm willing to come back, I think it's a real possibility that they might say, hey, you know what, Nick Saban's back. Let's bring him back on, even though DeBoer is so early in his tenure. LSU is a possibility. Maybe Brian Kelly doesn't get it done for another year or two, and Saban comes knocking. He's got the history. He won a natty in the past with LSU. There's Florida. Florida's a program that has the resources. They haven't been getting quite what they want out of Billy Napier. There's probably not a lot of guys they would ditch Napier for at this time, but if Saban was talking about coming out of retirement, I could see that one making sense. Texas A&M is a little bit more outside of the box, but what if Elko goes like 8-4 again or something like that, and Saban makes himself available? A&M has the money, and that's a program that would have the resources for Saban to win in the SEC. We got a couple outside of the SEC. I really don't think it's likely he goes outside of there, but what about Michigan? Michigan's a program built to win a national title, and maybe Sharon Moore underperforms for another year or two. They've been showing a willingness to invest. If they had Saban on the table, maybe they just go after him. USC, another program that has the resources that Saban would really, really like, and this would be in the scenario where Riley obviously underwhelms for a couple more seasons. Maybe Saban has a tie there that makes a lot of sense. And then Florida State, I think, would be the only one outside of the Big Ten and SEC that I would take seriously at this point, just because it's a proud program, a program that would have the resources there, and it's going to be familiar to Nick Saban down in the territory he's used to recruiting in. So, like I said, a fun exercise. These are some top tier programs, some of them with head coaches of the future. I just think that's how much pull Nick Saban still would have if he showed genuine interest in being a head coach. But let me know down in the comments, if Saban were to miraculously come back to coaching, where do you think he would go?